Reasons to play Overwatch. Why should you? Perhaps you don't enjoy shooters. Maybe you believe that it is more of a hype train type of thing that people are riding. Well, today, my friends, I am going to give you 5 valid reasons as to why I think that you should give Overwatch a chance. Number 1. It has something for everybody. Overwatch has a huge cast of diverse characters ranging from ex-leaders of the military who play like a standard shooter archetype, to criminals from the outback that love to blow things up, or even a DJ healer support hybrid. These characters all have fleshed out storylines regardless of Overwatch not having a story mode. You can learn these storylines from the cinematics that Blizzard has released. Or from the short webcomics that are so masterfully done. The characters are also programmed to say specific lines when they are near a certain hero or on a certain map that relates to their story.
You will never amount to anything. We shall see, brother.
Whether you like healing, tanking, or flat out wrecking players as a DPS, Overwatch is a very fantastic plethora of character and personality. For myself, it is very hard to choose a favorite, so I have several. Number 2. Blizzard's attention to detail. It is no surprise that Blizzard would put Easter eggs in their own game. This has been a tradition of the company since its inception. Perhaps you enjoy the Easter eggs Blizzard has placed in their other games like World of Warcraft or Diablo 3. There are too many to count, but Overwatch has Murlocs you can shoot to make the famous noise, a Heroes of the Storm reference via Arcade Machine, and an Alliance reference via a film studio. It's easy to say that the amount of detail Blizzard puts into their games is amazing. Torbjorn himself looks like a Warcraft dwarf, and he even has a voice line to address it.
For the last time, I'm Swedish!
Maybe it's one fan's opinion, but the care that goes into these little things enhances the game for myself and for friends who play Overwatch regularly. But if Easter eggs don't tickle your fancy, you will surely notice how polished Overwatch feels, how alive the maps truly are. You have robot factories at work and leaves falling from the trees in Hanamura. Overwatch is a beautiful game, and although the graphical fidelity somewhat stretches reality, the game itself looks bloody wonderful. So, from Azeroth to the Storm, you will find yourself noticing the wonders that have been incorporated into Overwatch. Number 3. Easy learning curve. The gameplay itself is not complicated. I was pleasantly surprised by how fast I picked up the playstyle of the game. I personally no longer enjoy shooter titles, but Overwatch has invigorated my feelings for the genre. Even though the game itself is more of a hybrid shooter, the range of abilities in Overwatch are many, but each hero only has about 3 to 4 major abilities that are already conveniently keybound. Because each hero is meant to play a specific role for the most part, it's not hard to pick up on what you should be doing for your team. Not once in the game did I feel too confused or lost from my group because of the simplicity Overwatch has implemented. Now, simple does not mean it lacks creativity or fun. There are many combinations of heroes that can happen, so not one game really plays the same, which is rather refreshing from your A-listing Call of Duties out there. Admittedly, some heroes do have a higher skill cap, but that only increases the amount of reward when you play those heroes well. If you are afraid that you won't be good at the game, I can assure you that there is a hero for you that not only will you love, but you will feel great while playing.
The dragon rages within me.
Do not be intimidated by the huge cast of Overwatch. Explore a hero, learn, and enjoy. Number 4. Quick games. This, my friends, is an absolutely huge one for yours truly. Overwatch not only has a quick matchmaking system, but it also fosters quick games. Sure, some are longer than others, but if you only have about 15 minutes, and in some good cases 10 minutes, you can definitely get a game in. And it is good to know that the more coordinated your team is, the faster that you can get through a game. Record this, dude. Oh! Just one by one. Overwatch awards those long grindy matches too though, so do not be troubled by that. Back on the speed, I couldn't be happier about the pace of the game in terms of time commitment. I really don't like committing the huge time gaps from one match in games such as League of Legends. And if you lose a match in those types of games, it feels even more detrimental and punishing for the time invested. It's rather soul crushing, and I've experienced it quite a lot. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being casual, and Blizzard recognizes that in their other titles as well. So it's not an incredible surprise that Overwatch itself is no exception to that belief. Again though, do not be deterred because you want to sink hours into the game, or as the internet likes to call it, neckbeard the crap out of the game. Overwatch does not lack reward for both player types. Number 5. Replay value. Now this is our 5th and final point to be made. The replay value of a game is quite a large goal to achieve for most developers, since the majority of the gaming community would agree that if a game has a decent replay value, they are more likely to make a purchase. You could probably argue a lot about what the replay value of Overwatch is. For me personally, it is rather high, and here are my reasons as to why. Playing with friends is incredibly rewarding. The type of synergy different heroes can have together is immense, and since there are so many, the range of possibilities is huge. This is amazing when combined with friends over a voice chat or some type of communication, so you can communicate what you're going to do, whether you're going to orchestrate a group attack or use ultimate abilities together to wipe the enemy team. This makes for very fun and rewarding gameplay each and every match. You are also rewarded a group experience bonus of 20% for playing with friends, and another experience bonus for playing consecutive games. If the benefits of grouping aren't enough for you, Blizzard is all about the aesthetics. The amount of skins, poses, voice lines, highlight intros, and sprays is surprisingly overwhelming. Not only is there a huge amount of scale as to what you can customize your hero with, but it is also fun and very simple. You can acquire these customization options by being granted a loot box with each level you gain, which includes 4 items. You can also use the in-game store to purchase loot boxes. Some would argue that is a dirty tactic of Blizzard to put in paid services in this game, but I digress. Most companies these days that have any type of online game that you're going to be sinking your time into use some sort of store method for their games. And I'm thankful that Blizzard is only offering cosmetics and nothing game-changing or game-breaking in their store. So Overwatch by no means is a pay-to-win game. So that wraps it up. It should go without saying, but all of this is my personal opinion, and I was not able to include all of my positive thoughts in the game. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on Overwatch. I would love to hear it. And if you enjoyed the video, show me by dropping a like. I'll see all of you gorgeous geeks online. Absolutely fantastic. I believe Roadhog is one of the most incredibly animated characters. And then you go see his tattoo there, like a fisherman's tattoo. Same thing here, just a little bit of a recolor. And he's got the little shoulder piece, gotta love it. And I believe he has a tattoo. No, it does not have a tattoo on this one. I didn't see it. Nope. Still very nice skin, though. Very nice skin.